Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Crash, and I decided that I wanted to do just another manga collection video. It's been a couple of months since I did my last, and I guess my first one. So this is my second one. So I wanted to, show you guys what I got since then and what I have, anyways. And most of the top shelf is still the same. We're gonna go through it. So in here I got the One Piece box set 2 with volumes 24 to 46, Skypiea and Water 7. So this is, all the way till the very first volume of Thriller Bark, and up there you can see volume 36. That's the one I'm currently reading on my reread. And maybe I can open this and show you guys just how it looks in a way that my Deadpool. This is the poster. God, I'm bad at these. Really bad at these. Sorry. Anyways, these are, the volumes. You probably know how the volumes of One Piece are. If you watch any manga collection, a lot of them have them. So yeah, I guess it goes all the way to volume 46. And that's a Deadpool. I actually got here. It's gonna be really hard to show you guys, but I actually got the box set number 1, which has all the volumes of East Blue and Alabasta, so volumes 1 to 23. Yeah, in here I got my last thing that I bought actually for my manga collection, which is the Silent Voice box set, volumes 1 through 7. I'm currently on number 2. This is a series that I've actually read when it was ongoing. I actually saw the one shot, more or less when the one shot got translated the first time around, and I loved it since then. I love the movie as well, but it's been a while since I've read these. I've seen the movie slightly more recently, like last year, so it's kind of fun to go back and remember the things that actually aren't part of the movie, which is a lot, as you may have guessed, because these are 7 volumes and the movie is like 2 hours long. Doesn't adapt much. And behind here we got the Bakuman complete box set, volumes 1 to 20, which I also had last time. I love this manga. It's one of my favorite Shonen Jump manga. I loved it more than Death Note. And yeah, if you want to read them, if you still can get the box sets, because I know box sets are kind of hard to get nowadays. That's why I don't have box set number 3 of One Piece. I've been trying to get it. But if you manage to get Bakuman box set, I recommend you to do so, because it's really great and it's complete. Has everything on one box set, which normally they don't for longer running series. But yeah, moving on to the bottom shelf. This is my personal shelf in here, at least in terms of what is right here. So I got volumes, the regular volumes 1 through 10, and then I got volume 12 here because I don't have any more space. Volume 11 seems to be out of stock. Some volumes actually seem to be out of stock. This is a collection I'm trying to complete right now, because it's my all-time favorite manga, and I want to complete it. I want to read it again. And then I got Die Dark volumes 1, 2, and 3. This is one of the few manga in my collection that I'm actually reading for the first time while I'm buying them. So I'm actually currently on. I just finished volume 2. I haven't started volume 3, and it's about as good as Zoridoro. The setting is a little bit different. Of course, this is space, while this is magic, but the gore, the humor, the style, everything feels Zoridoro. So if you like this, you're gonna enjoy this a lot. This is also like the shortest manga I own. I don't know why the volumes are so small. I guess that's fine. that's all I have to say about these. And then I got Chainsaw Man volumes 1 through 9, missing number 5. Still, it's been a hell to get volume 5. I actually saw it on a store, and I didn't buy it because I had ordered it online, and then the order didn't came out, and then the store stopped having, because they sold it all in like 2 days, and so that's why I still don't have volume 5. But I really do want to get it. I also want to get volume 10, of course. And then Chainsaw Man is also another manga that I absolutely love. All of these are just kind of in the same style. Chainsaw Man, of course, a little bit different than these two, because these two are both from QI Yoshida. But yeah, all of these are just goddamn amazing. So I'm gonna pause and then gonna move to what's behind there, because that's the most interesting shelf in my opinion. Okay, so in the back here we got Pluto Volume 1 through 8. That is complete, the only Urasawa manga that I have complete. Well, I guess I also have these, which is Sneeze, is a story collection from Naoki Urasawa. I've done a short video on this one. It's fine. Of course, with Urasawa you can expect like higher level of quality. This is not that, but it's still very interesting to see Urasawa dabble in styles that you may not be familiar with. Urasawa can do, especially like his love for music is very apparent in this volume, which I really like. And then I got these Death Note Black editions, volumes 1, 2, and 3. This is all that is out so far from Devir, which is a Portuguese company, a publisher. So these are coming out now, and I haven't actually read Death Note. I've only seen the anime. So to get these in my mother tongue, my native tongue, which is Portuguese, it's kind of interesting. I wanna read them. I'm kind of waiting for them to finish releasing for a jump in. But yeah, then I got Deadpool Samurai Volume 1. I'm waiting for Volume 2 to come out. This is amazing. I really like Deadpool, so and I really like manga. So of course this is no brainer, especially because it references a lot of Shonen Jump stuff and Shueisha stuff, which is really nice. If you like Deadpool, this is Deadpool. This the style, the humor, everything feels Deadpool. So that's nice. Then I got Assassination Classroom Volume 1. This is actually one of the very first manga that I bought. I actually got this on a convention, more or less when it came out, when it originally was first released. Then I never got any of the others. I finished the manga online back when it was releasing, actually. And eventually I might rebuy them. So far, this is my least favorite of Yusei Matsui manga, which isn't saying much because I love all of these works, including Assassination Classroom. But yeah, I really like to see Nero translated, but I've ranted about that on and on my channel before. So you're gonna move to Dr. Stone Reboot Byakuya, which is a spin-off of Dr. Stone. I've actually read Dr. Stone, all of it, on Manga Plus. And I've pondered about buying the volumes, but since there are a lot of volumes, I decided that, getting this spin-off, which is really great. To me, this is like one of the best parts of Dr. Stone anyways. I kind of just liked having these, and maybe eventually I'll get the volumes when I feel like rereading them. And then I got Kitaro Meets Nurarion by Shigeru Mizuki. I actually got this because I saw it on a convention, in a comic book convention, at the same time where I was working on a video about horror mangaka, including Shigeru Mizuki, which was one of those. And so I decided to buy this to kind of read it by myself. And Kitaro is really a fun kids horror manga, so to speak. It's actually one of the very first horror manga. It's not very scary. It's not very horror. Again, it's for kids, but it's good. If you like classic manga, you really need to peep Kitaro. And then I got an art book from Gurren Lagann. This was given to me by a friend, and it's just an art book. I really don't like much anime, but Gurren Lagann is one of the very few that I do. And then I got this, which doesn't look like a manga, I guess. It is flipped. Originally, it is flipped. Even in the Japanese version, it was. And this is just something that I don't see in anyone's collection. This is the oldest manga you can buy. The Four Immigrants manga is from 1930 something. I forgot, but it's from the 1930s. So even before Tezuka and all of that came in. The manga itself, I haven't completely read it. I've read some bits. It's not the best, of course, but I just find like this amazing to have this, because just on a historical level, and I feel like a lot more manga collectors should have this. I know, again, it does not look like a manga at all. It's not the best manga, but I don't know. I just feel like for the historical value alone, this should be in more people's collections. Then we're gonna move to this side, and we got Berserk art covers, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm kind of waiting to see if I can catch 5 on sale, and then I just kind of binge read all of Golden Age. I've read the first arc from volume 1. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I've read Berserk a while ago, back in 2013. Never actually reread it, so a lot of it it's lost in my brain, with the exception of some very dark, very powerful scenes. So yeah, I really want to get back to it. And these are like the most beautiful books in my collection, and the art in like this size is just amazing to look at. I love it. Then I got this. This is Yuko from Xxolic. It's on the other shelf, and this is Nobita from the Ramen, also on the other shelf. And then we got Guts here. I don't like this figure, but we got Guts, and we got Crash, which is me. We'll get to that when we get to this. But first, I got Manga. This is a book by the British Museum, which is they had an exhibition on manga, and so they wrote this. This essentially has a lot of photos, a lot of information about the things that they had on the exhibition, and just kind of like a little bit of history of the medium as well. So I decided to buy it. I kind of want to get more manga, like manga books, not necessarily just actual manga. And I have a couple more that we're gonna be looking at, but I definitely need to improve on that side of the collection. Then in here we got my issues of Weekly Shonen Jump. I just did a very recent unboxing video of these 3, which I'm gonna link here for you to see. And this is the logo for Weekly Shonen Jump, as you can see here. So basically this boy, it is my favorite. This is the very first issue of Weekly Shonen Jump from 1968. This is a replica of that issue. Just so we are clear, this looks old, but that's how it came, just to give it a bit of an old vibe. Then we got this. This is issue 3 and 4 from 1995, which is this is also a replica. This is the issue with the most copies, the best-selling issue of Weekly Shonen Jump, I think, or at least one of the issues in the peak of Weekly Shonen Jump sales. And then we got issue number 14 of 2021, which is this is not a replica. This is a recent magazine. I just wanted to have one, and one that had the One Piece on the cover, because I love One Piece, as you may have noticed. So yeah, that's why I have these. I really love these in my collection. They're amazing. I'm so happy I spent a good chunk of money for these, but I am happy. And then we're gonna move to here. So I don't think I have much to say here. There's on this side, this is Kami Can't Communicate 1 through 7. Originally I was only gonna get issue number 1. Then I saw a guy who had gotten I think this was in a mystery box, volumes 2 to 6, and he didn't like Kami-san, so he sold me all of these for €5 a bunch. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it out of your hands. And then I don't know, I just found 7 on the store, and I was like, sure, I'll get that. Then on this side I got My Hero Academia volume 25. This is the only volume that I have for My Hero Academia, because I absolutely love this cover. It's just gorgeous, and it has like one of my favorite parts in My Hero Academia as well. So yeah, I kind of decided to buy it. I may get the box set, which includes volumes 1 to 20, and then I might just complete the collection if I eventually do get the box set. Otherwise, probably not. Then this is Haruko from FELCL, which is a manga we're gonna see in a little bit. Then you got Dead Demons volumes 2 and 3. I sadly do not have volume 1. I really want to get the entire collection at some point, but currently, yeah, volume 1 at least is out of stock. And volumes 2 and 3, I actually got them very recently, like last month. Then I got Oh My Sweet Alien. which I haven't finished, but this is a manga that I've actually read online, half of it, I don't know, like 10 years ago or something. And then it was one volume at a time, supposedly complete, but then they released a second volume, and I was like, I actually never read the second volume, but then they released this omnibus with the two of them, and I saw them on a store, and I was like, yeah, I never read volume 2, so I'm just gonna buy it. And I haven't read volume 2, I've actually only reread a bit of volume 1, so I kind of want to get to the parts that I haven't read. Though, to be fair, I don't remember anything from volume 1 anyways. We're gonna get to the back of that shelf in 2, 3, 1. Okay, so this is my Asano shelf. As you may have seen, Dead Demons, the 2 volumes that I have are, were I shown you, whatever. Then in here I got Pun 1, 2, 3 is reversed, whoopsie doopsie, whatever is gonna say like that. 4, 5, 6, and 7, that is complete. That is kind of one of the first manga I completed. I think is the second manga that I have ever completed. Actually, we'll just go. This is the first manga that I got. Was Miscellaneous, was the first manga in my collection in English that I got, which is still amazing, still my most reread manga. And if you like Pun, you really need to check Miscellaneous. And then I got my second manga that I completed was What Wonderful World, which I don't think is as good as Miscellaneous or Pun, but it's still worth the read, I think. Especially if you want to get into Asano. And then the third manga that I finished was Goodnight Pun. So I really was a big Asano fan. When I started collecting manga, my idea originally was to just complete Asano's like English manga bibliography, I guess, which I still haven't, because I don't have Jigahara Holograph nor in the Girl on the Shore, nor do I have most of the Dead Demons volumes, as you've seen. But I do have Downfall, which is one of his most recent volumes as well. And yeah, it's probably one of the darkest. If you like the darkness of Pun, Downfall's probably more in tune compared to Miscellaneous, What a Wonderful World, or even Dead Demons, which are a little bit lighter in terms of tone. But I've talked all about that in my video about Dead Demons, which you should see, because it was the video that took me the longest to make. Then I got Ugrume Solidario. I don't know how to say that in English, or actually I know how to say that in English, but I don't know the English title. This is Solitary Gourmet by Jiro Taniguchi. I don't think this is actually released in English, so this is the Portuguese version. I haven't read it yet. But yeah, Jiro Taniguchi generally has good stuff. So yeah, that's it. Talking about Portuguese manga, I kind of forgot about these. These are my manga from the Sendai Editora, which is a publisher manga, indie Portuguese manga publisher, which just started publishing manga. These are all the manga that they have so far, which they have Panorama from Hell by Hideshi Inio, which is a fantastic horror mangaka that probably influenced Ito in a lot of ways. Then we got Jornada do Kappa, which is the Kappa's Journey by Imiri Sakabashiro. Yeah, nailed it. This is like super weird. Then you got The Prison, which is, it translates to In Prison, but the English title supposedly is Doing Time, by Kazuichi Anawa, which is a very important mangaka because he basically created the first couple of manga that are going to influence the Iroguro genre. But this is actually just documentary, so to speak, of his life in prison. That's why it's called Doing Time in Prison. It's kind of like this autobiographical stuff about what was like the prisons in the 70s. It's quite interesting. I haven't finished reading, but it is. And so we're gonna go to the last shelf. And so we are on the last shelf. This is some of my art covers. They generally aren't like this. I shuffle things around on my collection just so I could show you guys all of it in a nicer way than they normally are. But I got The Drifting Classroom Volume 1 by Kazuo Miz, which I've read this volume It's really great. I want to read the next volume as well. I've heard that it's not as good past this point, but um, I want to check it out. Then you got three Junji Ito manga. I got Fragments of Horror, which is nice. It's a nice short collection of manga. Then I got Tommy, which I haven't read, but it's Junji Ito's very first manga. So I'm kind of curious to check it out. And then I got the no longer version of Junji Ito, which I haven't finished. I'm at the same point I was when I did the last collection, I think. But the half that I read is really good. Probably my favorite Junji Ito manga so far. Better than Uzumaki in my opinion. Then I got these three are not actual manga. So this is Manga in Theory and Practice by you may recognize this name, Hirohiko Araki. I'm not the biggest JoJo fan, but the fact that Araki, wrote a book about writing manga, as someone who loves manga and someone who loves writing stories in general, and I love writing in general. That's part of why I have this YouTube channel, and most of it is scripted. I had to have this. I still haven't read it. I've read the intro, but I need to take a little while and just read it all. They got 100 manga artists. This is just a list of 100 manga artists with some of their most famous works and just pages of their manga in actual Japanese. It's quite nice, but it's mostly just a visual treat. And then this is actually for my girlfriend that I got, but she hasn't read it, and neither have I. It's a light novel from My Neighbor Totoro, which, if you guys don't know, that's a movie from Studio Ghibli by Miyazaki. But you did know. I'm sure. But yeah, this is a light novel adaptation of the movie, and she loves Totoro. She has a bunch of Totoro stuff. So I got this from her, but she hasn't read it. And then we got Mississippi, The Invisible Parade. This is an indie manga by Glacier Books. Glacier Bay Books, I think that's the name of the publisher. And it's really nice. I think this is like not really limited edition, but like limited copies that were available. I really like this art style. So yeah, then we got Aru's Curse, which is a manga that I've listed among my favorite manga reads of last year. I think my only josei, my only non-shonen or seinen manga actually. But yeah, this is such a powerful read. And I definitely recommend it if you like a drama and romances, or even if you don't like. Aru's Curse is worth the read. It's pretty short. I mean, it's an omnibus of 2 volumes. So yeah, and this is my last shelf to read. Let's get to that. Okay, so I don't have too much in here. So we're gonna start by this side. I got the FCLCL omnibus that I mentioned. I've also talked about this in the previous haul. I like this manga. I know a lot of people probably like... Well, I like the anime better as well. I know a lot of people like the anime better, but most people tend to trash on the actual manga. I think the manga it's fine. It does its own thing, but I especially love the aesthetic of it. It's really great. Then I got Emanon Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. If you are a viewer of the channel, you probably know that I love this manga. She is the mascot. She is on pretty much every video that I make, including this one, because here she is. And she means a lot to me. I did a whole video just on how much she means to me, called something Emanon. I was pretty proud of the title when I wrote it. And yeah, this is definitely, like, especially the volume 1. I don't really... Volumes 2 and 3 are fine. But volume 1 is something that everyone should read at least once. But I made a whole video on why. My fleeting moment with Emanon, I think that's the title. Then got Lavina, which is my second... I generally tie it with One Piece as my second favorite manga, and then number 1 is Eridoro. But this is a manga. This is the first manga that I completed, and have a really soft spot for it. So I got the omnibuses of the English edition. I really don't like these editions. If I could find the Tokyo Pop ones for a decent price, I probably would have get them. Decent price and decent quality because they're kind of old. But these ones are kind of hard to read. As you can see, like volume 1, maybe you can't, but they start getting a little bit ruined. Then in here, actually, I got more Lavina. I got Lavina the Spanish edition, volume 1, because a friend of mine gave it to me, because she thought it was the Portuguese edition, but it wasn't. Then I got the Portuguese edition, the Brazilian edition to be more specific. I really don't like these volumes either, but I got the final 3, volumes 26, 27, and 28. If you know anything about Lavina, you know that there's not 28 volumes, so these, as you can see, they're like super teen. Can't focus, but you can see anyways. They're like super teen. They're not volume size, so I think this is like 1/3 or half of a volume. But yeah, I don't know what to say else, man. This is my collection. It's a short collection. I think I have some stuff that I don't see often. Mostly, some of the Portuguese stuff, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be cool to show it anyways. And so you can see also the growth of my channel in my collection, because I've only started collecting about 2 years ago, because that's when I started getting a job that could pay manga. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, I'm not gonna say subscribe, I'm gonna say check out more of my videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Actually, that's not my outro. My outro is end. If you watched it till here, thank you very much, and I'll see you next video.